Yeah, I've never been. It's on my bucket list.
It's a good time. It's good. It's 2 years of college with each actually. So my college roommate has 2
was in
boys.
your-
He's got a house.
Oh, it's from you.
And then another guy. We're going
Was somebody
to
in here today?
Yeah, there was. I just remember Laura and Rachel were maybe just left like maybe it sounded like somebody should have been
And he has no kids.
Yeah,
There's things, right?
yeah.
It's like
Life choices.
She's getting people that have things like that. Rather than you actually owning them or having the ability, it's good to know.
Oh, no kidding. Yeah, gosh, I can't even imagine.
Hi.
Hello.
Of course, this place might have to come back on.
Yeah.
Well, it's like 30 out this morning and then.
I had
I'm talking about this room.
I had pants and a long sleeve like pullover on today because it was 37 when I left the house this morning.
Yep.
It was freezing, and then by noon I'm sweating at my desk. Come on, man.
I took down an ash tree, so I was all hyped up to go work on it, to finish it off.
Yeah,
Chop it up more, and then I realized it's been easy, but it was just hot enough, I missed already.
you're like you know what?
I'll wait till it's 50.
If you're lucky, the wind might just take care of it. You never know.
So. I have to chainsaw, and I was doing that a little bit yesterday, I didn't want to be the guy Sunday.
Oh, run the chainsaw.
And then,
Good call.
and I started thinking, I was getting tired of it, chainsaw and being tired is not a good combination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's,
Good, how are you doing?
Focus there.
Yeah.
Where's your sense of adventure, George? No.
I pass that all the time, but I'm feeling a super old guy. Yeah, 20 years ago, I would chainsaw on one hand and grab on the other. Not anymore.
Did the ash borer affect your tree or
No,
different
we've got
reason?
5 of them, and we're gonna treat one that's just too beautiful to put down, it just got great form, and the rest of them were just, we were treating them and we just don't want it, it's like, you kept jacking the prices up. Now, the last one, I had to go online and figure out how to do it myself, so I'll see if I can keep that one alive. But you can probably do it yourself, and, just didn't do the 5 trees. And they had bad form to begin with, the other ones, and so. Just take it down, be done with it. So,
We did a bunch last summer at the farm, and it was a chore.
it's work, and then
Yeah.
you hate to do that with a tree, but.
Yep.
We replant trees, I mean, so. Yeah. Have a tree pile that someday I'm gonna have to get rid of, I call it a compost pile, but it's not compost. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Carson too. We've got Andrew and Carson on the Zoom
Oh,
tonight.
okay. Howard might be logging in. I didn't see him. He emailed me about 40 minutes ago. He might be remote. So
Yeah.
keep an eye out for him if he logs in.
Hey, Hillary, we do replacement driveway, correct? We do want to check the approach.
If you're doing the approach,
Just if you're doing the approach.
yeah, if you're doing the rest of it,
Yeah.
unless you're widening it, we don't require a permit.
Okay, I'm sure the next, but I don't know about the approach, I'll figure it out. how it's
Yeah, the approach will wanna make sure that it is with.
And you have sidewalk out there.
gonna be. No, sir.
Yeah, so it'd just be your.
And you don't want sidewalks out there.
Are we good technology wise, Elliot?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Commissioners all ready? Now call to order the March 10th, 2025 Planning and Zoning Commission meeting. The time is 5:45 PM. Hillary, would you call the roll, please?
Eaton?
Here.
Oh,
Here. Yep. Oh, there he is. His name didn't appear on the list right away. Okay.
Thompson, Steiger,
Here.
Samuelson,
Here.
Forst,
Here.
Reginator.
Here. Item number 3 is the approval of tonight's agenda. Any changes to this evening's agenda? Hearing nothing, I'll entertain a motion and a second to approve tonight's agenda.
So moved.
Samuelson will second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Item number 4 is the approval of the February 24th, 2025 minutes. Any changes to those minutes? Hearing nothing, I'll entertain a motion to approve the February 24th, 2025 minutes.
So moved. Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We don't have any guests with us here in person tonight, but if anyone has joined us on Zoom, thank you for being here. If any member of the public would like to make a comment that is about an item not on tonight's agenda, now would be the time for that. Hearing nothing, we'll move on to item number 6, a public hearing and recommendation on a zoning amendment to change a portion of 818.5 North Avenue from C4 Founders Business to RF Founders Residential. Since this is a public hearing, we'll open that at 5:47 p.m. Elliot, would you brief us on this item, please?
Yes, so this is a property just a stone's throw away from City Hall, just south of where that first residential property is. If you go east on North Avenue, across from the main City Park parking lot, there's actually a driveway between that house and the apartment building east of there. That driveway is a remnant, an old alley line from the original town plat from the city of Norwalk. So this is a pretty old parcel lines in our GIS system. At some point in the property's history, it was subdivided. I couldn't find any record of that officially occurring. It must have been before 1959. The house that was built there was also built prior to that date. That property is split zoning wise. The northern portion of it contains the house. The dwelling is located in the C4 zoning class, and the building on the south side of the lot is a detached garage that's in the RF district, and also the target zoning class for this item tonight. So the request is being made in order to facilitate a transaction. My understanding it's a request related to the lending process. And so we thought that this made sense for 2 reasons. One, that house functionally is residential and not commercial. And secondly, this property and the one to the north of it are both shown as low density residential on the future land use map. So RF would be appropriate target zoning. So staff recommendation is for approval. I'm happy to take any questions.
Great. Thanks, Elliot. Is there a representative of the applicant who would like to make a comment on item 6?
Nope, I'm good.
Thank you. And since we don't have any other members of the public who joined us tonight, I don't believe there'll be any public comment. Any questions from the commission before we close the public hearing and deliberate?
I just have a general question both for Elliot and Steve, who's online. What was the commercial business that was in that area?
I don't think that's ever been actually commercial in use.
Okay.
It's just been zoned commercial since every comp plan that we have that I have a map for shows it as commercial.
Okay, so never commercial business there, just was zoned that?
No, I think it was
Maybe
probably
something
just
perspective.
long-term vision that never materialized,
Yeah,
and
sure.
you know, it's still a fully viable residential property.
Yep.
So.
Any other questions from the commission? Hearing nothing, I'll close the public hearing at 5:50 p.m. and commissioners, we can now deliberate on this item. Seems pretty straightforward. Makes sense.
I agree with Elliot in the proposal. It's part of the, you know, prospective land use. It's, yeah, it's good. And it's apparently never been used as commercial business, so it makes a lot of sense.
Alrighty, if there's nothing further from the commission, I would entertain a motion and a second to approve the zoning amendment to change the portion of 818.5 North Avenue from C4 Founders Business to RF Founders Residential.
So moved.
Steiger motion.
Andrew, would you second?
Yeah, I'll second.
Awesome, thank you. Hillary, would you call the roll, please?
Steiger,
Aye.
Danielson,
Aye.
Forrest,
Aye.
Keaton,
Aye.
Hinders,
Bye.
Reagan.
Aye. Thanks, everyone. George, any update for us?
No.
Great. Holly hasn't joined us tonight. Luke, community development update?
Not a whole lot, just, permits last month, we were at 7 residential, so a little bit slow still from what we kind of anticipated with, having a bunch dumped on us in December. But still, chugging along, our average is usually around 12, so it's not that far off. And then continue to get commercial projects in and things going. I know we've got a couple of site plans under review now that you guys will see soon, so just keeping everything moving.
Great. Elliot, any update for us?
Gas station will be official.
This Thursday. That's right, the 13th, yeah. I mean, we've not heard that there's been an appeal made. On Thursday is when the 30-day time frame ends for the appeal. If there was one made, I'm assuming that at that point now they take forward and there's gonna be a process to go through for that. If there wasn't, then it still has to get filed with the Secretary of State before it becomes official, so probably another 2 weeks from now before we get the letter saying, yeah. So.
Our next meeting will be March 24th, 2025 at 5:45 p.m. I would entertain a motion and a second to adjourn.
So moved.
Seconded.
All in favor, say aye.
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 We are adjourned at 5:53 p.m. Thanks everyone for being here on Zoom.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Thanks. Bye.
Have good spring breaks if you're going anywhere.
So different than a 35 item council.
Oh, that was brutal.
That was a long one on Thursday.
Let me shut down the meeting here.
Pretty quick through all those too.